Skill 7. Answer transition questions correctly. This type of question is a transition. It asks you to demonstrate that you understand that good writing contains transition from one paragraph to the next. A paragraph may start out with idea of the previous paragraph as a way of linking the ideas in the two paragraphs. A paragraph may also end with an idea that will be further developed in the following paragraph. Example 1. The passage. Another myth of the ocean concerns Davy Jones, who in folklore is a mean-spirited sovereign of the ocean's depths. The name Jones is thought by some etymologists to have been derived from the name Jonah, the Hebrew prophet, who spent 3 days in a whale's belly. According to tradition, any object that goes overboard and sinks to the bottom of the ocean is said to have gone to Davy Jones's locker, the ocean-sized, mythical receptacle for anything that falls into the water. Needless to say, any sailor on the seas is not so eager to take a tour of Davy Jones's locker, although it might be a rather interesting trip considering all the treasures located there. Look at this example. The paragraph preceding this passage most probably discusses A. The youth of Davy Jones. B. Davy Jones's career as a sailor. C. A different traditional story from the sea. D. Preparing to travel on the ocean. This question asks about the topic of the preceding paragraph, so you must look at the beginning of the passage and draw a conclusion about what probably came before. Since the passage begins with the expression "another myth of the oceans," you should understand that the new passage is going to present a second myth of the oceans, and the previous passage probably presented the first myth of the oceans. A myth is a traditional story, so the best answer to this question is answer C. Example 2. From the Toefl test. The topic of the paragraph following the passage most likely is valuable items located at the bottom of the ocean. Where Davy Jones is found today, Jonah and the whale, preventing objects from falling overboard. Following paragraph, so you must of the passage and draw a conclusion about what probably comes after. Ends with the mention of all the treasures located there, and there is in Davy Jones's bottom of the ocean. This is probably going to be the topic of the next paragraph. The first answer, which discusses valuable items located at the bottom of the ocean, is the best answer. Skill 8. Find definition structural clues. When you are asked to determine the meaning of a word in the reading section is possible 1. That the passage provides information about the meaning of the word, and 2. That there are structural clues to tell you that the definition of a word is included in the passage. Example 1. The passage. One of the leading schools of psychological thought in the 20th century is behaviorism, the belief that the role of the psychologist is to study behavior, which is observable, rather than conscious or unconscious thought, which is not. Probably the best-known proponent of behaviorism is B.F. Skinner, who is famous for his research on how positive and negative reinforcement influence behavior. He came to believe that positive reinforcement such as praise, food, or money were more effective in. Look at this. In behaviorism, in line 2, a psychologist is concerned with A. Conscious thought patterns, B. Unconscious thought patterns, C. Observable actions, D. Unobservable actions. This question asks about the meaning of the word behaviorism. To answer this question, you should look at the part of the passage following the word behaviorism. The dash punctuation indicates that a definition or further information about behaviorism is going to follow. In the information following the dash, you should see that the behaviorist is interested in behavior, which is observable, so the best answer to this question is answer C. Example 2 asks about the meaning, answering which is the expression positive reinforcement might take the form. A. A gift, B. A reward, C. A bribe, D. A penalty. To answer this question, you should look at the part of the passage following the expression positive reinforcement. The expression such as indicates that examples of positive reinforcement are going to follow. Your job is to look at the examples of positive reinforcement and draw a conclusion about what positive reinforcement might be. Since praise, food, or money might be given in return for a job well done, then positive reinforcement must be a reward. You should click on the second answer to this question. Let's move forward to the next skill.